Good morning. Today we are celebrating the beautiful feast of the Assumption of Mary, body and soul, into heaven. That as her earthly life on earth came to a close, that she was assumed body and soul into heaven. Just as a little dogmatic and doctrinal thing, I'll say that the dogmatic proclamation of the Assumption does not say when Mary died she was taken up into heaven, nor does it say that she did not die. It says when Mary's life on earth ended, her body was assumed. She was assumed body and soul into heaven. The church does not teach one way or the other whether Mary died or whether she just fell asleep and then was taken to heaven. The church doesn't know, so the church doesn't declare that, because the church isn't going to declare something that she doesn't fully know. And I think it's beautiful, and a lot of times I'll point to people and say, look, the very fact that right here the church doesn't teach can actually give us confidence in what the church does teach, because the church isn't going to declare something if we don't know it for sure, right? So that's just a little bit on the dogma of the Assumption. But I'm going to say what is so beautiful about this feast is that Mary made it. She made it to heaven, right? And then we should rejoice at this, because it's not just for her, right? It's not just for her. I'd be like, yeah, well, she was perfect and without sin. I'm not. Yes, but God comes down to save us from our sin, right? The dogma of the Immaculate Conception actually says that Mary was saved in view of the future merits of Christ's death on the cross. So that Mary was preserved free from sin because of Jesus' sacrifice. Just like we're not preserved from sin, but that he will save us from it, right? And they'll take that sin away because of what Jesus did on the cross. We are called to follow in Mary's footsteps. We are, and so we should rejoice. Today is a day to rejoice, because one of us, someone who is fully human, has made it to heaven. And that's beautiful, because she is that pledge, that first fruits, that sign of, okay, she's made it, right? It's kind of like if we're going towards some goal and it's never been done before. It's like, well, gosh, this is really hard. Maybe I'm going to give up hope to be able to do this. It's never been done before. And then someone else, a human, just does it. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's possible. It is possible for us to get to heaven. It is possible for us to live in union with the Lord, right? And it is possible for us to experience the joy that Mary has now. And the beautiful thing is, God doesn't want for us to wait to have joy until we get to heaven, right? He comes, the whole point of heaven is perfect union with God. Well, he comes to us. He does it in a perfectly way, right? In a perfect way. When he comes to us in communion, when it comes to us in the Mass, when we unite with him in prayer, he's not waiting until we get to heaven to unite with us. So rejoice today to be in union with God to the degree that you are. Continue to grow, continue to entrust yourself to Mary, right? To entrust yourself to God through her intercession, so that one day we can be perfectly united with her in heaven. Happy Assumption. God bless you.